Macmillan Audio presents The Hockey Stick Principles, the 4 key stages to entrepreneurial success, by Bobby Martin. Read for you by Jamie Renell.
Hi, I'm Bobby Martin. Introduction: The Proven Principles for Achieving Hockey Stick Growth. Launching your own innovative business, one whose product, service, or business model you have invented, and seeing it through to success is a deeply satisfying process. I've done it twice, and there's nothing I'd rather have spent the last 15 years doing. As is true for many startup founders, I had no idea how to build a business when I started. I just had an idea and a commitment to making it work. It was a huge challenge, but it was also a highly rewarding adventure. As with so many innovative startups, my first company, First Research, which provides industry research reports for sales and marketing professionals, achieved classic hockey stick growth takeoff, in which revenue shot dramatically up in a curve shaped like a hockey stick. Hockey stick growth is often characterized as possible only for truly game-changing startups, as with Amazon, Netflix, and Facebook, for example. But I've seen the same pattern time and time again as an angel investor and advisor to many startups. And my co-founder and I have also seen hockey stick growth with my second startup, Vertical IQ, which provides industry profiles to banks. In fact, a study I conducted of startup growth patterns showed dramatically that hockey stick curve is quite common for successful, innovative startups, and that's true for business of all kinds and all sizes, not just high-tech .coms. When I plotted the revenue growth of 172 successful startups from the first 7 years from launch, covering a wide range of sectors from web leaders like Google and LinkedIn to non-web businesses like Chobani Yogurt, Tom's Shoes, and video camera maker GoPro, all but 11 saw hockey stick growth. If you want to see a selection of the graphs of the businesses I studied, they are available at the book's website, hockeystickprinciples.com. This shows conclusively that hockey stick growth is exactly what to be aiming for as you launch your own startup. But if such breakthrough success is so possible to achieve, why is startup failure reportedly so common? To answer this, I decided to delve more deeply into researching startup success and failure to determine whether there was perhaps a proven set of best practices for dealing with the many challenges. Are there certain key things that successful founders consistently do that make the difference in their businesses taking off? My research revealed that there are. I interviewed successful founders of all kinds of startups in depth, getting the details on exactly how they built their businesses, from how they came up with their ideas through to developing them into viable business models, how they design and develop their products and services, how they launched, and how they built their customer base and sales thereafter. The more I delved into the founder stories and examined the growth curves for their businesses, the clearer it became that all successful startups go through 4 major stages of growth, which I track along the hockey stick curve. In each of those growth stages, which I call the tinkering stage, the blade years, the growth inflection point, and surging growth, presents founders with its own distinctive challenges. As I compare the stories of more and more founders and how they faced these challenges, the commonalities between these businesses that succeeded, including mine and my co-founders, were striking, as were the similarities of the mistakes that they made by founders who failed. The result is that I identified a set of core principles to follow in each stage of growth, which I call the hockey stick principles. Following them will empower you to move successfully through each stage and to ultimately reach takeoff growth. The great business analyst Peter Drucker once said about being a successful business, management is about doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things. The founders of startups have to do both well. They must constantly determine the right things.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?